Hey, good evening. John again playing Immaculate Grid. I had a little bit of a redemption game yesterday after, what did I do? 0 for 3 on Saturday. I played the first two grids ever, and then the daily grid, and I was 0 for 3 on all of them. So Sunday was a much welcome day. Gonna go ahead and just get into it and see what today brings. Um, second to last series of the year in the baseball season, so that's exciting. Starting to gear up here. Looking forward to the postseason. Should be a good time. So, with that out of the way, here we've got the Blue Jays and the Angels. Vernon Wells. I'll try to think of someone better than Vernon Wells. White Sox is on there for the Blue Jays, and then Dodgers and Blue Jays as well. And then all but three of those teams need to line up with any 30 stolen base season, which has gotten me before. So we got to be careful. And any gold glove, which I've struggled with gold gloves as well. So this is going to be a tough grade for me. This is going to be a tough grade. Um, let's see. Yeah, where to start though? Blue Jays and White Sox. Or Blue Jays and White Sox. Some that come to mind. I believe Dave Stieb actually played like a year with the White Sox, and Frank Thomas played a year with the Blue Jays. But because of how long those players played with the other team, I really don't want to mess with that. Um, and let's see here. Blue Jays and Dodgers. I wonder how popular Sean Green and or Raul Mondesi, who were flipped for each other around 99 after the 99 season. They were on opposite teams on the Backyard Baseball 2001. I distinctly remember that. Both of them, well, actually, I think just Mondesi will work here, but that's good to keep in mind. Um, Otis Nixon will work. He's a good go-to. Yeah, let's go Otis Nixon. 0.2%. That's a good start. Um, let's see here. Trying to think of some other good ones other than Thomas and Steve, who I think will just take double digit percentages just because of how famous they were for both teams. About Coke. Let's see how Koch. I should really know this from Moneyball fame. In between playing with the Blue Jays and then the White Sox in the middle, he played a single season with the 2002 Moneyball Oakland Athletics. He goes sub 1%. All right. That was a good memory on that one. Let's see, Devon White, he definitely played with both the Angels and the Blue Jays. So Dave Winfield. Winfield might be actually a better pick there because he didn't play particularly long with either team. Um, think of some obscure relievers who might have popped in. Um, Mike Napoli was traded to the Blue Jays from the Angels, but he never played for Toronto because he was immediately flipped over to Texas. That was in the Vernon Wells deal. I'm trying to think if anyone else really famous was in that trade or not famous, so that I have a chance at a decent rarity score. Let's see. I'm trying to think relievers. I like to be in that space a little bit. I don't think Henke never played with LA. He played with Texas and St. Louis, but never the Angels. Um, yeah. Let's try Winfield. Let's see how Winfield does. Ooh, too high, 6%. All right. I should have held out on that one a little bit longer. Anyway, I think I will go with Mondesi here. See how many people remember him as a speedster. 2%. All right. Could have also gone with him on Gold Glove. In fact, that might have been better since I don't do well with Gold Gloves, and I know he won one and at least one. And I know it's a good one to go with. I think Zach Greinke will work. That'd be a decent one. Let's see, 30 stolen bases. I want to say the White Sox had a bunch of people stealing 30 bases in the 50s. I can think of Luis Aparicio. Um, I kind of think Shoeless Joe Jackson works. I'm pretty confident that Eddie Collins works. I feel good about Eddie Collins. Let's style him in. 3%. All right. These are much more popular picks than I was anticipating. And then 30 stolen bases out of an Angel. I don't think Darren Erstead works. I don't think he quite got there in that one magnificent season he had. Um, Figgins will work. I think that'll be extremely popular. Trout will work. What about Andrelton Simmons? I don't know how fast, like he obviously a very fleet of foot fielder, but I'm not sure how many bases he was stealing. Um, Don Baylor ever made it to 30 stolen bases? Fred Lynn was also over there. Bert Campaneris had a stop in LA. He was a big speedster. Don't think we're gonna get anything on Fregosi. I doubt him for base stealing. What about second baseman? Randy Velarde? Nah, I don't think so. Adam Kennedy? Nah, not doing it for me. Vlad Guerrero certainly stole 30 bases, but not with the Angels. Let's see. Gold Glove. Yeah, Gold Gloves I'm going to struggle with. Um, see, I think Nellie Fox won an early Gold Glove. I think I'm remembering that right. Look at that. That's a look. 4%. Okay, so this is not going to be a super low day. It's not like a terrible day or anything, but none of these picks have well, I mean these picks were pretty good, but these picks have all been north of 1% here. And I really blew it because I should have gone Mondesi for Gold Glove, and instead he's sitting out there on 30 stolen bases when I could have gone with probably any number of people. Um, yeah, 30 stolen bases for the Angels. Coming back to that. Also trying to think of Gold Gloves for the Angels. Figure Devon White will probably work, and I think a lot of people will pick him here, so maybe that opens him up here. But I'm not even sure he was winning Gold Gloves with the Angels. I know he won Gold Gloves with the Blue Jays. Um, Figgins and Trout are just going to be too popular. 30 stolen bases. It's such an interesting one. Um, it seems like Gritch won a Gold Glove in there. He certainly, I'm very sure he won Gold Gloves in Baltimore. I'm less sure about with the Angels because by the time Bobby Gritch is playing for the Angels, he's competing against Frank White and then Lou Whitaker, Willie Randolph. Like he's got a lot more competition for Gold Glove. So I'm not as sure there. So it wouldn't surprise me if Devon White stole 30 bases with the Angels. I know he played there. What about Tony Phillips? He seems like a guy that stole 30 bases here or there. This is a tough one. This is turning into a really tough one. So many so many albatrosses. Um, let's see. Early or late 50s were some Dodgers. Ooh, how about Willie Davis? I'm sure he won one. He was well renowned for his glove. Ooh, maybe not. He was competing against Clemente and Mays. Now I'm gonna dial it in. It did work. Okay, point 0.5. I thought he'd won one, at least a few, but then I was just trying to think. They're like, how was he winning if Clemente and Mays were winning two of them? And I know Kurt Flood was winning some, and Aaron won a couple. So that was a little bit of a gamble. Paid off. And then let's see, Angel Gold Glove. So I think Andrelton Simmons is going to be extremely popular there. Uh, Trout, I think, is won Gold Gloves. Not sure on Pujols if he ever won a Gold Glove in the early years he was there. Um, I want to say Erstad would have won a Gold Glove at some point there when he was playing in the outfield. Edmonds certainly won Gold Gloves. Um, Devon White again, I'm not sure about with the Angels. And as we get into the 70s and 80s, I'm trying to think Fregosi or someone else in there. Maybe Fred Lynn. I know that Downing, he was a very good he was very good at not making errors, but he had a low. This was written about by in Brian Kenny's book. They wrote about how he wrote about how Downing like never made errors, and he thought he was the best fielder ever, but he was just didn't have any range, so he was never really in a position to make errors. So Devon White is on the tip of the tongue for both of these. Joan Figgins I know works here. Jim Edmonds I know works here. So it's just a matter of do I want to take a safe bet or do I want to shoot for it with Bobby Grich? My reasoning on Grich is that he's a very good defensive second baseman, but there were other people. But I'm not going to let that stop me. Let's be Joey Gallo and go for it. Play Bobby Grich, I guess. Nope, I lose. All right, might as well try Devon White. See how that would have done over here. Devon White did get there. Oh man, there's been 22 options here. All right, we'll play. Uh, that's right. They've got like so many ways of saying their team name. Wait, that's not even working. So Bobby Grich didn't work. Why is that? Why am I in the National League? I tried to show you. All right, well, it's linking to the wrong place. I'll figure it out later. But it's amazing. 22 Gold Gloves, and I couldn't come up with one of them. Well, I did come up with one of them. It was Jim Edmonds, but I probably came up with some other ones too. Um, okay. Interesting choices there. 62% on the one I botched. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get into my American League Gold Gloves because clearly I don't know those well enough. But thanks a lot for playing. My fourth loss in 5 games, so having a crisis of confidence, if you will. But still having fun, still enjoying it, still loving the comments. I'll get this uploaded and I'll talk with you fine people tomorrow. Peace.